Today I will show you how to make a commissioning of the KeyGaurd key management system. The SecureProx Studio has two parts, server part and client part. Both of them can be run on a single computer or on different. At the beginning, just few words about software possibilities. The server should be run in the background. You can use the server to check out which key systems are connected at the moment. Client part. For first login to the client, you don't need password. Just press login. The client part have different windows. Alarm window, events window, graphical map, command and information windows. Each window can be moved to any location you like. You can drop it to the second monitor as well. The position of the windows can be saved by pressing Ctrl and 1 to 4 buttons at the top of the right corner of the screen. All the events come to the event window. We can see now two keys were taken. For your convenience, you can put the keys icons to the graphical map of the building, or you can group it on the virtual desk as you like. So we can see two keys are out now and the rest are in. We can put on the map the key device icon itself. It will show us that we do not have a battery connected. The other faults and alarms will be available as well. The object table is a table with all the objects in the system. You can easily filter it so you can see only keys or only removed keys. And you will get the list of all keys in a system which are out at the moment. The other filters are available as well. In the bottom line, you will see the Report button, Employee Database Editor. In the right corner, you will find the Program Settings, the Layout Manager, and the Configure tool. Some other buttons like Reset, Clear the Windows, Filter Activation are available on the screen. First start of the software. When you first time run the server, it will ask you, do you like to create a database? Press Yes. To set up the key system, you need to run Client. At Startup window, press Login, leave password field empty. In the bottom right corner, choose Configure tool. System will ask you, do you want to create a general object table? Press Yes. In a Configure tool, you have to go to the New Object line. You can change the name of the object and write other information like address. Next, choose the device system. To get the connected key system, you should first set up the IP address and the server address directly from the touchscreen of the management system. To open the menu with IP settings, press Setting button on the power supply unit inside the box. Please read now how to set up the key system in the installation manual. As soon as you set up the correct IP address of the system and IP address of the server, you will see the connected key system in the bottom line. Unknown devices bottom will flash. You will see connected device with serial number and IP number. Just drag and drop it to the Devices field. Next, when it already will be in the system, you can change the name and see the other parameters. Next, when it will already be in the system, you can change the name and see the other parameters. To save the changes, you can press the button or go to the other points. Changes will be saved automatically. As soon as you add the device in the Creates the Door record, you can find some settings in the tab Door. Here you can change open and close time of the door, key release time. In the reader settings, you can set up the vegan interface type and other settings. The key system has 5 outputs which are free programmable. To use these outputs, you have to go to the Add Item tab and add outputs to the system. Next, you have to go to the Outputs tab and choose the macro you like. For example, the event called Key Box Door is Open. In this case, output will be activated each time door will be opened. You can set up the other output as Key is Taken and set up automatic reset in 2 seconds. You can connect this output to the CCTV system. In the Device Configuration tab, you will find some extra settings like Don't use the door contact. You can find the Upgrade Firmware button in the device settings, in case you will need it. Check Connection button will have a green dot in case the device is online. Press small red dots to see parameters in a table style. It is very useful if you have a lot of items. For example, we can add to the table some positions like IP address, serial number, and versions of the devices. We can sort and filter the table next. To add keys to the system, you have to choose Key section. Expand the bottom section Unregistered keys. You will see all the keys in the system which are unknown. You can drag and drop it one by one or select all of them by pressing Ctrl A and add them all together. For each key, you can edit the key name and room number. You can add here the return time alarm and the interaction with the alarm system if you have one. To make things easy, you can make key lists. Choose the Key List section. You will see the All Keys list. This is an automatic issue. You can use it or you can delete it if you don't need it. To create the list of keys, just press button Add. Type a name of a new list. Add keys from the right window. You can add keys to the list Or you can add another key list to make it hierarchical, up to 5 levels nesting. Next, you should create the time zones. Choose the time zone section. As always, you will see one time zone already existing. This is on around the clock time zone. If you like to allow the access to the keys only in a certain time, you should create your own time zone. Press Add and give a new name to the new zone. You can choose up to 10 periods of a day. For example, from 8 to 12 o'clock and from 13 to 18 o'clock, Monday through Friday. If you have a special request to get access only in certain days of the year, you have an option to use the day list. In this case, you have to set up the certain days of the year in the day list. In the final step, you should define the key access levels. This is a complex of keys or key lists with the time zones when the keys are allowed to be taken. You can add keys and key lists from the left side and time zones from the right side. When you add the key lists to the key access level, you should know that these key lists will be available from the key remove command from the control panel of the key system. So you will be able to choose one or several lists and get all the keys which are in. Now system is totally ready and you can add users. If you use RFID cards, you have several options. You can present card directly to the key system, or you can use the USB reader to present it locally. You can define the way in the program settings. Go to the right bottom corner and choose Program Settings. You can choose here which reader will be used to enter the card number. Or you can choose which virtual COM port will be used for the USB readers. Press Apply when finished. To add users, press Employee Base. Press Add. You should write surname, name, and other user information. If you type phone number, this information also will be available in the keys events history directly from the control panel of the key system. In the additional information, you can fill the email field. This email address will be used in the case you will like to send an automatic emails of the key overdue alarm, for example. Next, you should present your card to the USB reader or the device reader. The yellow line will be replaced by the card number. Next, you should choose which key access level the user has. Just choose it from the list. The other option is the KeyGaurd menu access level. If you are the system administrator, you can get higher access level to the key system. Just choose it from the menu. If you add a new user and you don't have the correct access level, you can press the Settings button on the right side. It will open the Key Access Level editor. Here you can have all the options to add the new level or to create new key levels and time zones. For example, if you like to allow the service team to get access to the building in a weekend for service, you should create a new key access level with the name Weekend Service. Create Weekend Time Zone. Choose the main entrance key and Weekend Time Zone. When you finish with all the users, you will have the key system ready for operation. Please check how it works now. To create a map of the building with all the keys on it, you should use the Layout Manager. You have several options to create a new plan. You can create standard size window, or you can fit it to the window size. In this case, you have to define the window size first. Use View or Load Layout Drawing command to download the background. To resize drawing, press Ctrl and resize it by mouse. To move map, use Ctrl, Shift and move it by mouse. To remove all the white corners, you can use the Magic Pen instrument. Save layout. You have other options. For example, add some text. To add keys icons to the map, you should use Configurator tool. You can open it from Object Arrangements. To add icons, just drag and drop keys to the map. The other way, you can create a kind of virtual key system. It is important to know that the device can have an icon itself. You can find it in the Sensor section. This icon can give you information about battery failure, mains failure, or other kind of values. When you finish with the map, save it and close the Layout Manager. To open the map, choose the Layout list from the left side and choose the right floor. Now we can see that all the keys are in and we have some failure in the system. Restart the system and battery failure. To reset failure, press Reset button. Probably you have to connect battery first. The last option I would like to show you is the reports. To see the reports, press Report button. First, you should choose the Key Events tab. Next, choose from which keys or users you like to get a report. You can choose any combinations. You have an option to choose the time window: last 15 minutes, last day, week, month, or choose the time individually. Then press Generate. When you get a report, you can edit the column list if you like. Sort it, print, or save to Excel file.